Today, I'm back with another Town Hall 11 anti-3-star unbeaten base brought to us by Blueprint. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and I'm excited to bring you this Town Hall 11 beast of a base that has been unbeaten. In today's video, we're going to be picking apart this base, showing you where all the traps are, as well as giving you the base link in the description of this video. Notice the multi-target Inferno Towers, two of them set on multi, and the Eagle Artillery dead in the center of the base, with the Town Hall exposed over in the western side. That's going to give away the easy 2-star, but really make it difficult for people to pull in that 3-star, which is what makes a base unbeaten. If you can't 3-star a base, then it is not a beaten base, and it has done its job, which is to hold up in war. Even if it's a 99% 2-star, you are looking at a successful defense. We're gonna be looking at a bunch of that today. Before we get into any of that though, guys, make sure you sub the channel, ring the bell. We have daily Clash videos for you right here, and we've been heavily focusing on the Unbeaten series. Like I said, this base build has been built by John over at Blueprint, and in the description of this video, you can see both the links to their Patreon account where you can purchase base packages, and to their Discord server where you can do the same. Check out their links below if you're interested, and if you just want this base, that's cool too. The link is there for you as a gift in the description for this base that is yet to be beaten inside of Clash of Clans. Check out this Queen Charge diving into the base. Now we have a Queen Charge minor attack. Now the cool thing that I like about working with Blueprint is that they give me multiple different strategies being used, so we get to see the base hold against different types of attacks. Sometimes there's similar ones, but a lot of times they are very, very different. So you could see, will it hold against an air attack? Will it hold against a ground attack? Will it hold against a Queen Charge? You'll get to see all that. Now the Queen is charging pretty nicely into the base. Now her ability had to be used, which is unfortunate, but she's doing pretty good. And there's no more rage spell, so the Queen does go down. Lucky for the attacker, they're coming in with miners, which means the miners can utilize those healers as well. There's also a Pekka coming in from that siege barrack, which is going to help narrow down the base. A balloon coming in while the defense are distracted, and right now the miners are going to storm the base. What you need to do is a few things right here, guys. First of all, thumbs up the video if you like the series. Second of all, let me know in the comments if you want to try out this base, and if you do try it out, let me know how well it stands for you. The second thing I want you guys to do is let me know, how would you hit this base? How do you think you could 3-star, if you think you could 3-star this base design? It's definitely one that's difficult. It's been hit by solid attackers and it has not fallen. So what would you do as you're a great clasher? You want to improve. That's why you're watching these videos. How would you attack this base? Let me know down below in the comments, guys, and we can see if we can get some conversation going if you guys all agree on a certain strategy that this base could struggle with. Now, this is the Unbeaten series, and I want to make this clear in every Unbeaten video that I do. It's not the Unbeatable series. There is no such thing as a base in Clash of Clans that is unbeatable, that can't be beaten. But there are bases that take a lot more work and that are a lot more difficult to take down. This is one of those bases. Every single base can be 3-starred. You just have to think of the right army composition and the right way to deploy them to make it actually be a triple. But then you get some of those bases that no matter what you do, you just can't figure out how to get it done. It just can't be 3-starred. And look at these Inferno Towers holding it down, melting those miners, even though they're set on multi. I'd love to see an attack come in from that multi-target Inferno section rather than the bottom of the base, and hopefully we can see that in one of the next attacks. So the next attack, as you can see from the composition, is a Pekka attack, but there's a bunch of bowlers too. No bat spells, so it's not a Pekka bow bat, but it looks like more of a Pekka smash attack strategy. Let's see how this one goes down. Notice the 2 minions on top of the Town Hall, grabbing that easy 1-star, but then again, guys, remember, it's not about pulling in 1-star in war. You want to pull in at least at minimum a 2-star, but you really want to pull in the 3 to secure those war wins, especially if you're in the CWL or in a league or something like that. Queen Charge is going to do a nice job here, get some good value. There are 2 jump spells in the composition. Baby Dragon is helping to set that funnel, and it does almost takes down the Wizard Tower. I thought we had that. So the Queen should be jumping in, but she may run herself around, depending. Yes, she is running herself around, which is okay as well, because we have the King and Ice Golem dropped in right in the southwestern side of the base, with the siege barracks coming in to set up that funnel properly. Look at that super wall breaker opening up the wall. Queen is coming on in. Bowlers and the Pekkas are jumping on in there as well, or not jumping, they're walking through the wall. 2 jump spells can get these troops all the way in through the guts of this base. Nice placement right there on top of the Inferno Tower. Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability is being used, and that's keeping everything invincible while they're in the core of the base. Really done beautifully. Hogs are now pathing on through. They did take a little bit of damage, though, from that giant bomb. They're in the core of the base with the kill squad. Only 50 seconds left, and I can guarantee you guys that it's this multi-target Inferno compartment that's going to slow some things down big time. The heal spells dropped, which means the Hog Riders are being healed up through. Now, notice, in the Siege Barrack, there were Hogs, and also in the composition, there were Hogs as well. So look at these compartments. They're really not being touched very much by the attack. The Wizard Tower, the Bomb Tower, the Archer Tower beating on those Hog Riders. They did get the Inferno, but they took a ton of damage as they did. Looks like there's a bunch of Skelly Traps in there to slow them down as well. Plus, we have a Tesla farm up in the northern side. So really, the beastly defensive side of this base is the northeastern side, where we have a Tesla farm and the Inferno Towers. Eagles in the middle of the base, but wow, this base is solid, and I can't wait to see the last and final attack that the attackers brought in to try and triple this base. This is the composition from that one. And I'm happy to see dragons in the final attack. I love seeing a mixture of ground and air, and the guys over here at Blueprint do it well, giving me a good variety, as we mentioned earlier in the video. But check out, we got some rage spells, we got some freeze spells. It's like a dragon freeze, but starting off with the queen charge, but only 4 healers on that queen. So here we go. The queen is going into the base from the southeastern side. King is going to go in and assist, maybe a little bit for funneling, but where will the queen actually enter the base? There are 5 wall breakers. No super wall breakers in this one. I guess it was not that time of the week for the attacker. And as you know, you can only use those super troops every other week. You have to mix it up. And man, I wish they would just make it weekly. Now notice, they must have seen the other attacks and said, you know what? This side of the base is brutal. We need to go into this side of the base first. So here we go. Wall breakers getting in. Rage. Were they rage? No, not rage up. They were just they froze the defenses so that the wall breakers could make it to the wall. I'd love to see a rage on that queen, but it looks like she's not even going to need it. The Valkyries are coming to town from the defensive clan castle, and that composition was shared earlier in the attack, showing you exactly what's in the CC. I believe it's 2 Valkyries, a baby dragon, and an archer in the defensive clan castle, and that's going to really help out as well. There's so many different varieties of clan castle compositions. Now check this out. We have a stone slammer coming in. This slammer going directly for the eagle, but having to fight the sweeper along the way. Now it turns itself around because of that sweeper. Now the queen, she got that value. That queen charge got through and took out that entire compartment. Now the dragons and the loons and the slammer coming on into town. I want to see a rage on those balloons over the eagle artillery, but the rage has not dropped there. Will they take down the eagle? Grand Warden's Eternal Tome is being used at a very good time. They did get down the eagle artillery. A minute and 19 seconds left in this attack. 2 freeze spells left. Will it come down to that multi-target Inferno and that Tesla farm? I think that it's going to a very devastating area of this base, while the sweeper seems to have just pushed that dragon back as well. Inferno Tower melting that dragon with help of the Archer Tower behind, slowly beating it down because, again, it's set on multi. Single targets are a different story. Minions are there to help clean up. 53 seconds left. Let's see what this Tesla farm actually does. We have a freeze spell on top of it right there, and we have 1 more freeze in the composition. 45 seconds left on this attack, and this is going to be a stand, but it's going to be a long one. It's going to take a while. It's going to 36 seconds, and is it going to be a time fail, or is it going to be those Tesla? Those Tesla are killing those dragons as the dragons were distracted by the king. 1 Tesla's down. It's down to 1 Tesla, 1 Archer Tower left, beating on the troops. 21 seconds. It looks like we're going to be staring our eyes into a time fail right now, which, you know what? Time fail, it doesn't matter. If it's not a 3-star, it's an unbeaten base, and one that you should download today from the link in the description. Get this base. We're looking at, oh my goodness, it's going to be a 98% 2-star. So that's what an unbeaten video looks like, guys. If you have never seen one here on the channel, I have a full playlist of bases for you guys to use, most of which are coming with those base links. Today's video was featuring Blueprint, which is one of the base building companies that I work with here on the channel. Again, links to everything about Blueprint are in the description of this video as well. I urge you to go check them out. And also, guys, if you do download this base, hit me up in my comment section. Come back to this video and let me know how well it stands for you. It'll be helpful both to me watching the video as well as to the community that's watching it saying, should I try this base or not? If you get 3-star with this, I want to know what strategy it was done by. And listen, if you were 3-starred by a town hall larger than yours, that's considered a dip in Clash of Clans, and that is actually a good thing. That is if you have to have your opponents dip their attacks down on you, which means a town hall 12 or 13 attacking your 11, you know you did a good job with your base building in war, because that means that's a one less town hall 12 or 13 attacking those higher level bases. So you're done well if that's where you're at. Love the dragons coming through. We had to watch it again at the end of the video. But as you can see, you have the base wall image and you have the image of the base showing all of the traps in case you're old school and you want to actually build it for yourself. Now, one tip I will tell you before we head out for the day is if you build this base, even if you copy the traps in this base, I would suggest moving traps around a little bit just so that everyone that watches this video doesn't know exactly where all your traps are in your base. Use a little trickery. Figure it out. Figure out other good placements for those traps because people can't see them when they are attacking your base. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Much love to Blueprint for coming through and sharing these replays and this base. Thank you for the gift, guys. The community is going to appreciate it. But like I said, we're out of here. Check out this video before you go. And remember, guys, as always, be good.